Finally, a full review of one of the most beautiful, most stunning, most gorgeous floral fragrances, Fleur De Lalita by Parfums Dusita. We have 2 travel sizes to give away of Fleur De Lalita, as well if you are a subscriber from the entire world. We're gonna do that all coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time on this channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, participating in giveaways, and still haven't subscribed to the channel, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. Yes, this is absolutely one of the most stunning fragrances I have ever smelled. The very first time I discovered Fleur De Lalita was at Pitti in Florence. This was in September of 2017. I went there and I shot a bunch of videos. Of course, you saw a video with Pissara of Parfums Dusita, and she gave me a travel size of this fragrance, Fleur De Lalita. It wasn't launched yet. It launched at the end of last year, and I carried that travel Fleur De Lalita with me, and my friends that were traveling with me also fell in love with Fleur De Lalita. And they kept wanting this fragrance from me. And I'm like, no, this is a tiny little amount. It's like what, 8 or 9 or 10 mils at the most. And I'm gonna keep it all to myself because I keep wearing it and I'm so enjoying it. It smells so gorgeous. So this is Parfums Dusita's Fleur De Lalita, launched in 2017. Concentration is Eau De Parfum. Price is $215 for a 50 ml bottle like this. The perfumer, of course, is Pissara Umavijani. And the style of this fragrance is considered an Oriental floral. Yes, it definitely is, because I'm a huge fan of Oriental fragrances to begin with, and floral fragrances have been really something that I've been enjoying a lot lately within the last 2 years, mostly within the year. And this one is a stunner, an absolute stunner. So for notes here at the top, you've got Rose de Mai from Grasse, Grandiflorum Jasmine, Magnolia Absolute, Lilium Candidum, which is basically, I had to look it up. I thought it was a lily, but I didn't know. I've never heard of Lilium Candidum before, so I got Madonna Lily. For heart notes, you've got Ambrette Seeds, Sweet Floral Accord. In the base notes, you've got Vanilla Absolute, Mysore Sandalwood, Tonka Beans, and Ambergris. So on this channel, you've probably already seen a few first impressions videos for Fleur De Lalita, because I did receive some additional travel sizes of Fleur De Lalita that I used up really quickly. So I did some videos for those and we did a giveaway, but this time this bottle was sent to me by Parfums Dusita for this specific review, because I specifically asked Parfums Dusita, I said, you know what, I have to review Fleur De Lalita because it is an absolutely gorgeous fragrance. It's a stunning fragrance. One of a kind, truly one of a kind. But I think what the deal is with this fragrance is I have scent memories. This one takes me back somewhere back in the 70s or 80s, maybe even in the 60s, late 60s, 69, early 70, early 1970, and I probably smelled something like this while my mom was pregnant with me, with the woman that she hung around with, because there's so many memories that come up with Fleur De Lalita subconsciously. I just can't remember where they're at, but really, it's kind of like one of those fragrances that's just stop in your tracks and give a smell. That's kind of what it is. So the fragrance starts off with rose at the top with that jasmine. Then you also have the magnolia. I love magnolia. There's a little bit of a lemony touch there with that magnolia, which I really like. But magnolias in general do not smell too strong. It's definitely not like the jasmine where it's like really, really potent. Magnolias are a little bit more subdued, but I smell magnolias here in San Francisco. We get a lot of magnolia trees, especially when it's hot and humid out. We don't get hot and humid here a lot, but when it does, and you're walking under them, you can smell them. And you can smell that lemony touch. So here, that Rose de Mai and the jasmine has this like lemony touch surrounded with it with the magnolia. There's also that Madonna lily, and that Madonna lily also smells gorgeous. So you're into flowers right off the bat. You've got to love flowers. It's a floral fragrance. So if you're shy of appreciating floral fragrances, this one might be a tough start for you. But if you're dabbling in some white flowers or in flowers in general, this is definitely one to try because it is absolutely gorgeous, as I said. So in the heart notes, the Ambrette seeds pop through. And I have been appreciating Ambrette seeds really a lot lately. Ambrette seeds go a bit medicinal, a bit woody, a little musky. Well, actually not a little musky, a lot musky. So it's a natural kind of a musk, and I think it's used to substitute like real musk, but don't quote me on that because I might not be true on that. But I've read many places that Ambrette seeds are used to create the muskiness. And here you do have this really musky fragrance. Very green. And also in the heart, you do pick up some of that sweet floral notes that are also quoted as here. You do have some kind of probably maybe some tuberose, maybe some gardenia, not definitely pinpointing it, maybe lily of the valley, but you do pick it up here. It's truly beautiful, really beautiful. And then finally in the base, as Fleur De Lalita is drying, it does get sweet, vanilla absolute pops through, it does get creamy and soft and silky smooth from that Mysore sandalwood. Sandalwood, always the creamiest of all woods, the most luxurious of all woods, just truly gorgeous. It does get a little bit almond-like also, just a little, not too much from that tonka bean note. And it does add this like slightly aquatic, salty, woody touch from the ambergris in the base. Still smelling some of the floral notes at the top because this is a big bouquet of flowers, white flowers, just thrown in your face, and you're picking up their aroma explode in your face. That's how awesome this is. Now, as I said, it does come off a bit classic, and I'm remembering scents of yesteryear, but there's also this beautiful sexiness about this one. That's why I kept wanting it. When I first sampled it, when I first got that sample to traveler's size, I sprayed that thing so much the rest of my trip. I was traveling from Italy to Switzerland to Germany, and I sprayed that so much, and every time my friends smelled it on me, because the first time they smelled it, they said they wanted it as well. And as soon as they smelled it on me, they'd be like, "You're wearing it again, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am. It smells so good." So this is one of those kind of fragrances. It's absolutely heavenly. It's very green, so if you like green fragrances, you're gonna like this one. But you must like flowers. You must appreciate flowers. And growing up in a family of flower lovers, like my mom and my dad were both flower lovers, gardenias were their flowers, you get to appreciate it. Now, although I'm very late at appreciating floral fragrances, but once I'm into it, this is probably one of the best examples of the most gorgeous, beautiful floral fragrances. Do check it out. Now, if you don't know Parfums Dusita, I have many videos on the channel about their fragrances. They have truly beautiful fragrances, but they have one that's a kind of a no for me. It's a very animalic, very dirty oud infini, which I cannot appreciate. It just doesn't work for me. I like my animalic fragrances, but in light touches, I can't go full on skanky animalic. But everything else the house has is truly beautiful. You must check out this house. From what I hear, they have a new shop in Paris. So if you're going to Paris, you must stop in and check out the fragrances, and perhaps even meet Pissara Umavijani. She's awesome. She's amazing. And I love shooting videos with her every time I meet up with her. So who knows, one day I'll be going back to Paris, and hopefully we'll shoot a video in her store, and we shall see. But in the meantime, do definitely go check out Parfums Dusita's Fleur De Lalita, because it's heavenly, it's stunning, it's a beautiful work of art. I mean, I have to say that because that's exactly what it is. It was one of those fragrances that as soon as I put my nose on it, I was hooked. Those are the kind of fragrances that I really love to rave about. There are fragrances that you smell that you're like, oh yeah, that's good, yeah. And that's not one of these. This is one, it's a showstopper. It's like you put your nose on it and it blows you away, and that's exactly what happened with me with Fleur De Lalita. So we have those 2 travel sizes to give away worldwide for Fleur De Lalita, 2 of them to 2 subscribers of this channel worldwide. All you have to do is let me know what your 3 favorite flowers are in the info box. Put that down. Also, Please put down what you liked about this review, and then finally put your country down. 3 things, and of course make sure you're subscribed. Other than that, guys, are you familiar with Fleur De Lalita from Parfums Dusita? Have you smelled it? Are you familiar with any of the other fragrances from this house? Please do let me know. Put a comment down. Let's get a conversation started. Also, please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.